humanity through music, everyone. I'm so excited to be here another week, and I'm so thrilled to see all of you. You know, you guys lift me up. Your comments lift me up, your likes lift me up. So if you hear something that you like, or you see something you like, or you have questions about things, please comment, say things, give me that feedback. That helps me so much. And it is a way that we can interact and get to know each other, which I would love to get to know you, very much so. So for those of you who don't know me, I know many of you know me by now. My name is Stephanie Thompson. I'm the entertainment director and main performer for Empowering Humanity TV show and networking events. I'm a classically trained singer-songwriter, and I've been singing for many, many, many years. I'm not going to tell you how many years. Okay. So today we are going to talk about how to sing under difficult circumstances. But before we get to that, let's just recap the last time we were together. We talked about how to sing, how to overcome stage fright when you're singing. And I gave you tips and techniques for that. And very soon I'm going to offer some classes that are going to go more in depth, and so you can get even more information from me about things like that. But for now, I have these sessions, and I'm so excited to share them with you. So how's your week been? Have you had a good week? I hope you've had a good week. We are almost in November. I can't believe it. We're in the end of October, but the weather is changing in Las Vegas, and I'm thrilled about that. And we have talked about so many different things, and I've really enjoyed our talks. So this week, we're going to talk about how to sing under difficult circumstances. You know, it's not always easy to perform. There are times when it's difficult. Like, for example, if you're singing at the funeral of a friend, or if you're singing at someone's wedding, those can be trying times, and your emotions can be all over the place. How do you sing under those circumstances? Well, I'm going to give you some tips that I learned along the way, because I have sung under difficult circumstances several times, and I'm even going to share a story about that. And you can see how maybe it might help you in your life when you are faced with those kinds of situations. So, how are you doing? How's your breathing? Have you been watching your posture? Have you been using the mirror? Have you been massaging those places on your jaw to relax your jaw and get your voice stronger? Yeah? Are you drinking water? Are you keeping yourself lubricated? So important. Are you recording yourself? Are you seeing how you sound like and what you're doing with your voice and mapping your progress? All these things are important when you're learning how to sing. So now that we've talked about that, let me get to the subject today. How to sing under difficult circumstances. So let's say you've been asked to sing at the funeral of a friend. That's a tough situation, and I've been in that situation before. And it's a wonderful thing to be asked for something like that, but then how do you do it? You know you're going to have emotions, you know it's going to be hard seeing everyone being emotional around you. What do you do? Well, my first step for you is make a promise to yourself that you are going to allow yourself to be emotional at the end. But you have to hold it together until then. But make that promise to yourself that you're going to allow yourself to be emotional. And so you can kind of look forward to that. Like, okay, I'm going to allow myself to be emotional in the end, but right now I have a job to do. That's what you have to tell yourself. Okay? Number 2, take a moment to center yourself and compose yourself with your breath. Breathing is going to be so important for you right now. You want to make sure you're breathing deeply, you're filling up those lungs, pushing down on that diaphragm, supporting, and getting yourself centered so that you can perform okay. Because that's one of the things that can get away from us in these kinds of situations is your breath. If you can keep controlling your breath, that is going to go a long way toward keeping you relaxed, keeping your voice relaxed, keeping yourself together, okay? My third step for you is to realize you're going to get emotional. It's going to happen probably, and that's okay, but use it in the stories of your songs. Use it in the stories of your songs. And help it to enhance the atmosphere and help it to enhance the picture that you're creating with your voice and your words. That's going to be a great thing to do. Before I get to the fourth point, I want to tell you a story. I sang for the funeral of a very, very dear friend of mine, Ernie Hamer. And some of the music that I was singing handwritten music that his wife had written about their life and their love. And there she was in the audience, and she was sitting there, and I was remembering everything about Ernie and everything. And you know what? I lost it. I did. I lost it. I completely got lost in the emotional moment. But I managed to pull myself together and continue the song and finish it. And my dad asked me later, he said, everybody in the congregation was like, oh my gosh, she's lost it, what's going to happen? And then when you pulled yourself together, that was so amazing. How did you do that? Well, I did that by taking these steps and by focusing on my job, focusing on what I'm supposed to do, right? Now, my fourth step is for you to remember to stay in the moment while you're performing. Remember to stay in the moment when you're performing. Stay focused on the task at hand. Don't focus on why you're there. Don't focus on why you're there. Just focus on the task at hand and remember to stay in the moment. Stay in the story. Tell the story of the song and use your voice, the tones of your voice to convey the emotion you feel, right? And my fifth step for you is you're only human. Getting emotional is one of the things that humans do, right? But you need to remember at this point, you've already promised yourself you're going to allow yourself to get emotional at the end, right? So it's not time to do that yet. Remember that you're there to serve. You've been asked to do this thing, and it is a beautiful gift. And you want to present that gift to them. And you want to make it about them, about your friend and about the couple. You want to serve them. So serve them. Think of it as serving them. Don't put the focus on yourself. That is going to take the emotion down for you. And all of those steps, if you can remember, and remember, please remember, if you don't remember anything else from this lesson, remember to focus. Remember to focus on the task at hand. Remember your breath. I've taught you a lot about breathing. Breathing is so important. In fact, before you get up to sing, take some deep breaths and really center yourself. That's important. So this has been a difficult topic, but I hope that it helped you in some way. And I'm speaking from experience, so I definitely know and understand where you're coming from if you were placed in this situation. And if you have any questions for me, you can private message me, or you can send me a message comment on the live video, and I would love to hear from you. Also, if you want to see previous sessions, you can go to empoweringhumanitystv.com/Stephanie. You can see all about me, and you can see about the programs I do, Empowering Humanity Through Music, where I offer virtual performances for people who are in assisted living, convalescent homes, hospice, and other things that I do. I do teach voice. If that's something you're interested in, you can check that out as well. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. For now, keep enjoying your voice and keep singing. I will see you next week, next Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.